dangling Kevin, lifting him into the air. Here comes Bulldog Brown. With all the wild excitement there has been, Murdoch kept his head. Kevin Von Erich in his excitement rushed into that corner, and you can see the result right now. When Murdoch saw that Kevin had been shaken up after the double teaming, then Murdoch wanted Kevin Von Erich. And now Kevin is in real trouble. Here comes Murdoch. Kevin with a punch to the stomach of Murdoch. Kiniski outside the ring, urging on Kevin Von Erich, yelling at Kevin, fight him, fight him, fight him. Murdoch tags Brown. Kevin tries to get at Murdoch and gets caught in the corner by Brown. Murdoch biting the forehead of Kevin Von Erich. Flying mare by Bulldog. And then Brown grabs the head of Kevin Von Erich. It's not a strangle. Tangaro checked that. Squeezes his head off, yells Murdoch to Bulldog Brown. Another one of those punk Von Erichs, Dick Murdoch tells us. Punk with quotations on it. Murdoch said it. The crowd chanting, yelling, trying to give Kevin Von Erich whatever help they can vocally. Give him a little extra shot of adrenaline. Brown squeezing the head of Kevin Von Erich. Murdoch starts to step into the ring. Kevin kicks Brown away. The tag is made to Dick Murdoch. Murdoch whips Kevin to the ropes. Flips him up. Look out! Jackknife and cradle! Brown breaks up the potential pin, and Kiniski chases Brown right out of the ring. Murdoch stops on the head of Kevin, then threw a punch at Kiniski. Now Kiniski's after Murdoch, and Murdoch bails out.
15 minutes have expired, 5 minutes left.
5 minutes remaining. Kevin uses his shoulder to the midsection of Murdoch. Murdoch tags Brown. Each squad has had their moments. Each team has had their opportunities, but neither team has broken yet. Kevin drops Brown to the mat. Kiniski reaches in, leans over those ropes. He gets to Brown, pulls Brown to him. Kiniski and Von Erich double team the Bulldog briefly. Tag made to Kiniski. And Kiniski's after Brown. Kiniski with a knee to the neck. Another knee by Gene Kiniski, the former world champion. Flying mare by Kiniski, and then he uses Brown's face like a doorstep. Kiniski goes for the pin. Brown throws him off. Murdoch stays in to kick Kiniski in the head. Kevin's after Murdoch. Brown working on the throat of Kiniski, drops Kiniski. Brown slams Kiniski's head into the top buckle, and Brown tags Murdoch. Kiniski misses with that punch to the stomach, and then Murdoch drops Kiniski with a series of kicks. Kiniski whipped to the ropes by Dick Murdoch, and Murdoch catches Kiniski with an elbow underneath the chin. Brown yells, "This is it." No, not yet. Kiniski's made of stern stuff. Kiniski trying to get to Kevin Von Erich, makes the tag. Kevin with a knee lift to the stomach. Kiniski holding Murdoch on those ropes for Kevin Von Erich.
3 minutes left, 3 minutes.
3 minutes left. Murdoch flipped up and over by Kevin Von Erich. Drop kick by Kevin, knocks Brown over the top rope. Drop kick by Kevin, floors Murdoch. Another drop kick. Murdoch manages to keep his feet. Kevin charging into Murdoch with tackles, but then Murdoch catches Von Erich and slams his head into the top buckle. Murdoch covering Kevin. The referee making a count of 3. Kiniski and Brown battling over here. Was there a pin made? Yes, I thought he had him down for a count of 3. The crowd's yelling that that Murdoch used the ropes for the extra pin. Lee Warren trying to explain what has happened to referee Joe Tangaro. We couldn't see. Kiniski and Brown were battling in front of us. starting the match up again. Lee Warren saved Von Erich from being pinned. Von Erich pitched out of the ring. Murdoch out after. That pin was called off because of what? Look out! Murdoch slammed into the press table by Kevin Von Erich. Again, Murdoch's head slammed into the press table by Kevin Von Erich, while Kiniski is battering Bulldog Brown in the far corner. We have it. There's the claw. The claw by Von Erich. The referee calling for the bell. Von Erich with the claw and Dick Murdoch outside the ring. Von Erich forcing the man down to the mat, down to the concrete floor. Kevin Von Erich still with the claw on Murdoch, and Murdoch catches Von Erich in the head with a microphone stand. Murdoch drives a microphone stand into the throat of Kevin Von Erich, while Kiniski and Brown have a Donnybrook. Murdoch has the bell. He's trying to get at Kevin Von Erich with a bell. Joe Tangaro pushing him back. I think that Tangaro has now disqualified both men. Kevin Von Erich still trying to get at Murdoch. Kiniski and Brown had a war. Both men, I think, have been disqualified. Mickey Garagiola will be going into the ring to give us the official verdict. It looked like Kevin Von Erich had been pinned. But in all the excitement, it was Lee Warren who spotted that Murdoch used the ropes to get Von Erich's shoulders down. As soon as Joe Tangaro was told what had happened, he started the match again, and now it's Brown who's complaining about that decision. Let's find out. We have quite a battle going on here between Brown and Tangaro.
Yeah, no, we think use leverage from outside. That's a big win for us.
No, the referee saw his feet on the ropes. Okay, I think this match has been called a double disqualification. Let's get the time from Mickey Garagiola.
Referee Joe Tangaro, the match is over on a double disqualification.
During the break, we've been listening to a monologue from Dick Murdoch, who thinks he's been robbed of a victory. But Dick, the referee, declared the match a double disqualification. Both teams disqualified.
How can anyone in their right mind double disqualify a team with a caliber of professionalism as Bob Brown and Dick Murdoch? Now, you've seen Gene Kiniski, the former world's heavyweight champion, Canada's greatest athlete, which means nothing in the United States of America. And you saw a snotty-nosed punk kid, Kevin Von Erich, that I will admit is a good athlete, works out, takes care of his body. His family's got a good background in professional wrestling, a good one. But nowhere in the comparison of Frankie Hill Murdoch, my dad, or Farmer Jones, my uncle. And Slam and Sammy Mushnick will tell you that.
Well, Dick, that's not the point. Now, you were complaining that you had a pin taken away from you, but most of the people here and referee Lee Warren thought that you had your feet on the ropes when you had Kevin's shoulders down.
Hey, what can I tell you? You know it yourself. Every one of these freeloaders sitting out here, it doesn't matter who I'm wrestling, they always root for the other person, right? This town has been very, very impartial to Dick Murdoch. I've been robbed a lot of times. And
Kevin Von Erich standing here watching, listening to you. Kevin, you want to come up? Do you have something to say what he's had? Come on up, Kevin.
And I won't rest until it's done, Murdoch. I've got something to settle with you, and I swear I will sell it.
That sounds like a challenge thrown right at you, Dick.
Let me say one thing, Von Erich. If you can't come out here and talk without them almost crying, go on home to Dallas, boy. Let me tell you something. Now, if you freeloaders, just hold it, boy. If you freeloaders will listen and pay attention, I'll answer your challenge, Von Erich.
My name's not Boyne. I'm not a kid.
You're a snotty-nosed punk kid. Hey, listen, Larry.
There's no reason for calling him things like that. If you want to wrestle him, go to Sam Muchnick.
If the shoe fits, wear it. Wait a minute. Hey, is this my interview?
That's true. You're on the interview. Okay, go ahead. Say what you have to say.
I know that I'm a professional athlete, and I know that I've got a signed contract. Go on home, boy, and cry to your mom and daddy. And I know that someday, sooner or later, I'm going to have to wrestle that little kid, turn him over my knee, and slap him like a little baby, and send him back down to Dallas. Now, everybody knows the state of Texas is divided in half, northern and southern part. And everybody knows that everybody comes down around there are sissies and punks. And everybody lives up where I live are men. Now, Sam Muchnick, and I'll say this about Sam Muchnick, he is probably one of the world's greatest wrestling promoters.
That's a change of tune from you.
But he's also a liar and a thief. And if Sam Muchnick has the guts to sign a contract with me and Kevin Von Erich, I'll whip him right here on KPLR Wrestling next week. I'll answer that challenge.
Okay.
Everybody knows.
Well, let's take a look at the end of that tag match. Our director, Jim Winkle,